Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Columbus Clippers and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brad Suggs is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. Standing in, Jay Arroyo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. So coming to the plate, Guadalupe Carrillo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this misses outside and a bit high. One ball. Coming to the plate now, Earl Peterson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And it's fouled away. Now batting, Odubel Herrera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Coming to the plate now, Guadalupe Arias. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
Leading off for Columbus.
On the way. Line towards center field. Herrera has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now to the plate, Timothy Jarvis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one into right. Arroyo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Stepping up now, Timothy Jarvis, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. Line drive to left. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play, and that ends the... Striding into the box, Timothy Jarvis. First delivery to him on the way. Slap hard the opposite way. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get two and possibly all three home. And a second run is across. And he's safe.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And behind the back, he gets his man at second to retire the side. Wow. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. Stepping up to the plate, Timothy Jarvis. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined hard toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes the stroll out to the mound, and with a pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason, and to trust what got him here is good enough to get him through this.
Weak grounder back to the mound. To second for one. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jay Arroyo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to.
Man, when you're leading by 6 runs, you can't let that slip away. They were thinking about the celebration in the clubhouse a little too early, and now the other guys are celebrating in that other dugout. This one's going to sting for a long time.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
11-9 is how this one ends. Columbus have evened up the series at 2 wins apiece. Luis Morales gets the W on the mound. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac.
With one game about to decide a league championship, an experienced manager sharing a team he has come to cherish.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight it's coming to the plate now, Bobby Williams, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they'll try to crowd him there to. So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. So here's the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The second base.
Striding in, Philip Rainey. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he misses with that one. Ball 4. And that's going to load the bases now with still only one away. Jarvis at third. Shoot on second. Rainey is over at first with one away. Skied into very shallow right. Arroyo moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble. And there are 2 away. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The shortstop.
So digging in now, number 64, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Right to him. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to left. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And the runner is in from second. Now the relay home. And not in time as the second run scores.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's
the 0-2. Sent on the ground.
You can beat it. You can beat it.
Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on just 1 hit. Into the box, Timothy Jarvis. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Jarvis.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down.
Hey, come on, big guy, get your pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to short. To his left, Carrillo. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Ready once again,
Now
Timothy Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
Come on now, rip it.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground.
On the back, find the ball,
he gets
find the
dirty,
ball.
but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away. At the plate, Stephen Chu. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Chu.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way, and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Duff is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Number 6. Designated
Digging in once again, Mike Freeman. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught.
Stand right here on the back, on the back.
Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. Now at the plate, Timothy Jarvis. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Jarvis.
Come on, Biggin.
He's set. Here it comes. Line
Come on,
towards center field.
Go hard.
And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Timothy Jarvis. He'll try to build. He's 3 for 5 so far in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
Hey, I don't care if they're playing in Little League, college, minor, or major league. Winning a championship feels good. They're the International League champs, and they should enjoy every second of this.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. It's the AAA National Championship between the Columbus Clippers and the Oklahoma City Dodgers. It's baseball. It's the Walker Crespo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. So striding forward now, Bobby Williams, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Digging in now, Tyler Naquin.
Batting third, the center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
First pitch of the at-bat. Liner toward right center.
Get over his head.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with two runners in scoring position.
Here comes the first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kavanaugh facing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Got his job done there.
Digging in, Philip Rainey. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one.
No strike.
Striding forward now is the DH,
now, get your
Mike
pitch out
Freeman.
there.
The designated hitter, Mike Freeman.
Good late break to the slider here, but he So stepping in, Kike Hernandez, who's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's nothing.
No ball. One strike.
Now in the box, David Hernandez, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's
ball. No strike.
Now at the plate, Manny Fernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit out towards second. To his left, Rainey. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Play ball. Three.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Timothy Jarvis. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Kavanaugh has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Theodore Nam. He reached on a single in his first try.
Theodore Nam.
Hey, nobody.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jarvis.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a two-out single.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Here's the 2-1 home. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, but the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not getting.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
Now at the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Jarvis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Marcus leads off inning.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Kavanaugh is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Manny Fernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Fernandez.
Nobody here, nobody.
From the stretch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
A runner at first with no outs here.
Hey, get us grounded right here. Here you go.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now another 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Digging in, Corey Ashley. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Ashley.
Hey, one away, one away.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A wild pitch. To knock it down is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Hey, let the good times roll. They are the AAA champions, and nobody can ever take that away from them. Always nice to see a champion crowned, no matter what level of baseball it is.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Columbus Clippers and the Toledo Mud Hens. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Play ball.
Stepping in, Phillip Evans.
Batting second.
Hey,
the second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Evans.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. At the plate, Chesler Cuthbert.
For a good one, huh?
Batting third. The third baseman. Chesler.
Now a fastball to start things out.
Good eye, kid. Good eye.
At the plate, Carlos Castilla. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mud Hens, the left fielder.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
Castilla.
Coming to the plate now, Edmund Kensing. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Kensing.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Moving under it, Mata. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball. Leading off the inning, Timothy Jarvis, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there. All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And one of the main pieces on this team today is the guy playing shortstop. A ton of range, the ability to go in the hole, set that back foot with a strong arm over to first base. And I know it's going to upset baseman, but at the end of the day, the shortstop is and always will be the captain of the infield.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Valdez on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. On to first, a double play. So no runs on one base hit, no error. Now at the plate, Derek Madison. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Here we go now.
Standing in, Timothy Jarvis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Let's go.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. This is line to left. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. Cuthbert ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner between second and third to end the settling in now. Timothy Jarvis. And guys, seventh inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Now batting.
In now, Trevor Plouffe. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
So we got him swinging. Trevor Plouffe goes down for the first out in the seventh inning. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as...
and his game of hide and seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning.
Hey, clutch up right here.
Ready for another shot now. Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field.
Right here.
But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Dawa Lugo. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Throw is too late, so the sacrifice attempt turns into a base hit. So striding in, Victor Reyes, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a bunt attempt here. And it's a perfect bunt as they can't even get to the ball. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
4 runs
and it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show. Stepping into the box, Timothy Jarvis is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Ready now, Mikey Matuk, and their runners at the corners now.
Matuk.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? No one better.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Castro is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. Into the box now, Dawa Lugo.
The third baseman, Dowell.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there.
Into the box now, Phillip Evans. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Come on, big guy. What time? Here you go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He reached on a single in his first try.
Jarvis.
First delivery to him on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Ready for another chance? Timothy Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Matuk.
Oh, baby. Get your pitch up there.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Valdez over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Jake Bowers. It was a walk in his last trip. Jarvis stands at first with 1 out.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Lugo is there, 2 down. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Trevor Blue.
Let her rip right here.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Let's go now, one time.
Here it is, the 3-0. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot-committed fastball and cheat.
Smoke toward third.
Come on.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Mudheads are on top, 2-0. Standing in, Timothy Jarvis. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he's...
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone.
And I don't want to pat ourselves on the back or anything because it's...
So a big moment here, and standing in, Alan Looney, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Strike called, now the throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang. So coming to the plate, Elmer Valdez. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. There goes the runner. That's a strike. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Final line score for our ball
he picked up 2 hits in this one, and both were well hit and timely. Ended up with a triple and a double.
Welcome to MLB The Show, and this now batting, Timothy Jarvis. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start.
Both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games that get out of hand. But there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Mikey Matuk. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Mikey Matuk.
This is lifted out to left. Moving under it, Castilla, and that ends the inning. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it.
Let it fly, big guy. Here we go.
Now to the plate, Timothy Jarvis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Drilled to the right side, and that's through into right field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Nice rip.
Boy, there were big RBIs and big base hits, D-Roll, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Stepping up now, Timothy Jarvis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just
All right,
another
boy,
simple
all right,
single
here
to
we go.
the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much.
You're up,
you know
you're
there's
up.
a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Carlos Castilla. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Get ahead,
First
stay ahead
pitch
now.
on its way. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
In there, now the throw. And no throw, in fact. Striding into the box, Timothy Jarvis. Two away here in the eighth, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time.
Dig, 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 dig.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher is giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Home half of the 8th, straight.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
5-2, the final score tonight. Toledo. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the first of this quick. Cody Reed gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in,
hey, let him rip.
Evans.
One time.
Batting second.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Phillip Evans.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert.
Batting third, the third baseman, Cheslor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Play ball.
Coming to the plate now, Timothy Jarvis. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Jarvis.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Yeah, keep it going. Stay hot now.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Stay hot, baby.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall. And the runner will score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in two.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Trevor Plouffe.
All right, one time right here, kid. Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn to second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making...
Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Ramirez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, that's not a real good look when you flail at what ends up being a wild pitch. Doesn't say much about your pitch recognition, but regardless, the runner is able to advance, so we'll see if he can drive him in now.
Striding in, Blake Trehan, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to... And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild. So digging in now Timothy Jarvis. He drove home two with a single in his last plate appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Deleski going back on it. Gone!
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits.
Into the box, Blake Trehan. He singled his last time up.
Nobody here, no outs.
First pitch on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ramirez aboard here at first with nobody out. Don't want to forget about him. A 1 pitch on its way. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Oscar Quezada. He reached on a single in his first try.
Quezada.
He's set and the pitch. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the fourth. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead.
Hey, attaboy.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Timothy Jarvis. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall
On the bag,
in right
on
field.
the bag, on the bag.
And they won't risk it at third,
Man,
so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Now batting.
Next will be the designated hitter, Trevor Plouffe, and their runners at the corners now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Ready once again, Kevin Sanchez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Sanchez.
From the stretch, the 1-2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Oh, and he misses it.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Shortened his stroke a little bit, didn't try and do too much, and came through for the team.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. So here's the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That gets through for a base hit. How about the game he's having? Now 4 for 4.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
You got it. No one better. Let's go.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marchant moving in. He gets there, and that's the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in once again, Kevin Sanchez.
Right fielder, Kevin Sanchez.
Your pitch right here. Let's go, kid.
Ready on 0-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Timothy Jarvis. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. From the stretch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. Deleski will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
A 12-11 final in this ball game. Columbus used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win.
We remind you to please drive home safely.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight we wrap up this brief 2-game series between. At the plate, Darrell Kuhn. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball called for strike one. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
You know, Matty V, it's not easy to do. Even though this is a mini 2-game set, to win 2 games on the road, D-Row, a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, you walk in here, you take the plane flight in saying if we could work a split 1-1, we'd feel good about getting on the plane and getting out of here. But all bets are off once you win the first one. You want to complete the sweep.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Cut it, cut it. Hold on to it.
Boy, that's a crazy one for a pitcher right there. You're feeling pretty good about yourself, D-Row. You pumped 2 of them in.
Now at the plate, Marcus Marchant. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside the throw. And no throw. So striding forward now, Timothy Jarvis. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way.
Pick up the ball. Pick it up.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Hey,
set to get his evening at the plate started, Mikey Matuk. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Hey, you can't find it. Be patient, huh? They can come to you.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Hop back.
Jake Bauer.
Liner toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Trevor
Jarvis on third, Matuk at second, Bowers on at first with nobody out. Line drive base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And they won't push things here as they'll hold the second runner at third, so they're loaded now with still. Striding in once again, Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Timothy Jarvis.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Digging in now, Timothy Jarvis.
Catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Come on, guy.
Now back.
Digging in, Mikey Matuk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. Columbus is out in front, 5-4. So stepping in, Carlos Ramirez. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Marchant on at first, nobody out. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
All right, come on now.
Now in the box, Timothy Jarvis.
Now batting, the catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
Hey, let it rip right here.
First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, come on, big dog.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Ramirez on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Daleski.
Number 24, Jonathan Daleski.
Hey, double him up. Let's go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now at the plate, Darryl Kuhn. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild. Now at the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Stepping into the box, Timothy Jarvis.
The catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Franklin up the middle. And there's one gone to start the 12th.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Norfolk Tides and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jeffrey Rodriguez, the right-handed native of the... To the plate now is the designated hitter, Bryant O'Connor. He's looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne here. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yet.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dalton Pompey, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
Hey, let her rip.
Here comes the first pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight. Digging in, Timothy Jarvis. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. William, base runner at first with 1 out.
Stay hot up there, huh?
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Santander is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight? Digging in for his second at-bat, Timothy Jarvis. First pitch on its way. This is line to left. Trevino is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Stepping in, Chris Davis. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Chris Davis.
He waits. Now the pitch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Let's hold him right here.
Runner goes for third. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's a strike to throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang up. At the plate, Steve Wilkerson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Out here, we got one.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, see you didn't drive it here.
At the plate, Timothy Jarvis.
The catcher, Timothy Jarvis.
Let it fly. Let's go.
Ready
right
with
here.
the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Now at the plate, Stephen Vogt. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Stephen Vogt.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Here now is Jake Bauers.
Now batting, first baseman, Jake Bauers.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santander waits on it. And that retires the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors in 2. Leading off the inning, Timothy Jarvis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Moving closer towards our conclusion now. 8-2 the count in this one, as our line score will give you a look at how we got to this point in the contest. Here's Chris Davis now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Hey, we got no outs here.
From the stretch. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
9 runs, 14 hits.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight it's the 3rd of this 4-game weekend series between the Norfolk Tides and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball on the number 72 gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. William at second with 2 down. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied 1 apiece.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
The 1-2. This one's down to third.
Move it.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and so now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Davis, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down in time as he just gets the tag down. Settling in now, Timothy Jarvis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. In Timothy Jarvis, he singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Let her rip.
The 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Alberto gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. In now, Chris Davis. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Hey, let's turn 2, huh? One down.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
So striding in, Timothy Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. 1 out, nobody on.
Get your pitch and drive it right here.
He pulls this one into right. Santander is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Norfolk Tides used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Aaron Brooks gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Les Corley gets a 4-out save, his first of the year. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Norfolk Tides and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Leon Bauer gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have...
And he's into second safely. Stepping into the box, Timothy Jarvis. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Hit hard. Good job.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ground it. Pick up the ball.
And he'll get in there safely. Here now is Jake Bowers. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Pick up the ball, Stan, right here, on the back, on the back.
There's one on to first, and they turn the double play. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Line drive to left. Lint is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. We played 2 full. The Tide's out in front, 1-0. Into the box now, Steve Wilkerson. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, now the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang up. Ready now, Hanser Alberto.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Mullins, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
He's going.
Runner's going. Strike taken to throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on. Into the box now, Timothy Jarvis. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Right there for strike 1.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Pick up the ball. Pick it up.
That's a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
The left fielder, number 8.
Ready for another chance. Mikey Mata. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Striding forward now is the DH, Trevor Plouffe. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Trevor Plouffe.
Oh, it's hit to
on
third.
The back. Find the ball. Find the ball.
One there. On to Davis for a side retiring double play. Digging in and looking for more. Timothy Jarvis. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time.
Come on, D, come on!
Everyone needs to relax and not try and...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Ready for another shot now. Alex Lowry. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Power
Hey, down here.
He's going.
Here's
He's
the
going.
1-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Good pitch right here. Let's go, kid. Let's go, kid.
First pitch on its way. In there, strike one.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Strike three called, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eldon Lint. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And no throw, in fact. Here's Chris Davis now. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out.
Davis.
Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And a very big mistake as that'll move. Stepping in, Timothy Jarvis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our tops player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
The final line
a one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Columbus used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Richard Blyer gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Drive home safely.
A coach offers guidance to a developing player.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Today, game 2 of this 4-game set between the Louisville Bats and the Columbus Clippers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Adam Pletko will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Play ball.
So digging in now, Bobby William. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch.
Bobby.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. So guys, our visitors as they take the field following a scoreless top. Standing in, Dalton Pompey, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the. So coming to the plate, Timothy Jarvis is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one, because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone! Now batting, Carlos Ramirez. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. Runner goes for second. A wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And no throw. Now to the plate, Timothy Jarvis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Here we go. Better five. It's got to be one time. Let's go.
First delivery to him on the way.
On the bag.
Hit
Pick
hard
up
on
the
the
ball.
ground towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate, and it's a 4-1 game.
Good job.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Too low, 1-0.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Plouffe stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Coming to the plate now, Timothy Jarvis, and their runners at the corners now.
Jarvis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 5-2. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Trevor Plouffe.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. The tag, and he is out. Timothy Jarvis will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. The 0-1 on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Skips through, and he really has their number now. 4 for 4 in this one.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw up. the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with.
And the tag is on him to retire the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Clippers lead it 5-3.
Well, they've taken care of business so far in the first half of this 4-game set, winning both and making it look easy, too. We'll see if they can continue this home dominance in the next 2.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4, the final score. Columbus jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
No errors. They left 14 men on base.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, Game 3. Striding into the box, Tommy Franklin. He'll be trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished with a 4-for-5 line at the plate. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning? Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Daleski, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Daleski.
Let's throw 2 right here. Here we go.
He's set and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Digging in, Blake Trahan, and their runners at the corners now.
Gotta hold him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
1-1 the count. Oh, wild pitch, but the catcher is able to knock it down. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Stepping up to the plate, Oscar Quezada, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. A bare-handed pickup. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
Play ball.
Striding in, Timothy Jarvis. He comes in right on the heels of driving in 5 runs in yesterday's ball game. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man.
All right, hold on right there.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Stepping up now, Dalton Pompey, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A swing, and he pops him up. on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
A ball and a strike now.
Wait for a good one.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Marchant is after it. A 2 down. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, David Hernandez, and he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. And he comes back to get him, so a great... Into the box, Timothy Jarvis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. On a line to shortstop. At the plate, Oscar Quezada. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. That's a strike to throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang up. Ready once again, Tommy Franklin, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
Hey, come on, let's turn it now. Come on.
First offering on its way. Pitch inside the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just... Digging in once again, Buddy Lundy. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Get us your ground ball. Turn 2 for you right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. With runners in scoring position this season, Lundy has a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hey, one down, one down.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right.
I got it.
Sanchez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third. Leading off the inning, Timothy Jarvis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jarvis.
Back up the middle.
And
a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. On to first, and it sails right by him.
Yeah, he's gotten the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the outfielder Mikey Matuk to bat next. The 3-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Lundy is under it, and he's got it for the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Trevor Plouffe. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get two. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Daleski. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. In there. Now the throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on. So striding forward now, Oscar Quezada. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Pitch outside, the throw way late, and he's in there. So here's the cleanup hitter, Timothy Jarvis. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.